Hey, eyes up, Guardian, and welcome back to the sinful side of things. In this week's reset, we have the Iron Banner. Iron Banner is back, so let's explore this weekly's reset. Let's start off with the Vanguard Strikes. This week we have Arcsins, arc damage increased slightly from all sources. We got Blackout, enemies melee attacks are significantly more powerful, and radar is disabled. And lastly, we have Grenader. Grenade's abilities deal more damage and recharge much faster. And in this week's Nightfall, there's Air Superiority, Champions Overload, Champions Barrier, and Module Algorithm. In Legend, Air Superiority and Champions Overload, Champions Barrier. Your equipment will be locked, match game will be on, and Modular Algorithm. In Master Version, we have Air Superiority, Champions Overload, Champions Barrier, equipment is also locked over here. Match Game, Attrition, Champions, Mob, Modular Algorithm. Alongside that, this week inside the Crucible, of course, we have the Iron Banner, the first Iron Banner in the Season of Undying. Following up with that, we have Rumble. Go in there and show them what you got, Guardians. Following with Supremacy, always a fun game. We also have Elimination and Labs, of course. We have Lockdown. Over here in the comp playlist, we have Survival, of course, or you can go in solo. Solo, I think, is a lot easier this time around. And, of course, Classic Mix. So, show them what you got, Guardians. Next up here, we have this week's Flashpoint. It's over on IO, so complete activities and then go see that crazy Warlock, Asher Mir. And go ahead and do that heroic cliffhanger, the Rupture Echoes Mesha. Asher has information about the Vex, Nick's conversation site, and he wants it to be stopped. So go ahead and why don't you go stop that for good old Asher. And over on the moon, we have some Nightmare Hunts of Pride and defeat Nightmares of Skolas, Kell of Kells. This is 860 power. After that, we have a defeat the Nightmare of Zydron. That's the Gate Lord, 860 power. And we have the moon, defeat Nightmares of Omnigul. Omnigul was always a fun strike to me. Remember the grass on the lock? That was awesome. And of course, we have the Vex Offensive. Earn points by defeating Vets in the Vex Offensive. Challenge and Vex. Grant the most efficient progress. How you guys feeling about this Vex Offensive? To me, I think it's a blast. And of course, we have the Raid. Defeat Sanctified Mind. If you guys haven't beat the Raid, I wish you luck with that. Over here in the tower, good old Severus has some interesting new items. Spring Showers. A big blind Polygomery. A Harpy Shell, which the ghost looks like a Harpy. I think it's a pretty cool ghost. It looks like a Harpy. And then we have Refashioned Shapes. Pretty sick looking ship if you ask me. And a new exotic emote called the Flare Gun. Let's check it out. He's loading the flare up. I guess you gotta let everybody know where you are. Lander Shell, an exotic ghost shell that looks like he belongs in that movie Batteries Not Included, right? And good old Commander Zavala got some interesting bounties this week. And the Ritual, Lightning Strikes, long distance plan, get some sniper rifle kills, go get some shoddy kills, defeat enemies with your finisher and strikes. Finisher is a great addition to Destiny 2, I think. And defeat champions in Nightfalls in the Ordeal. Let's head over to Lord Shax. This one's you got. Hey, what's up, Shax? How you doing, buddy? This week, Shax has a combat drill. Complete Crucible matches, defeating opponents, and assisting or being assisted by your teammates grants the most efficient progress. In complete Crucible matches, casting your super, defeating opponents with your super, and shutting down opponents in their super will grant the most efficient progress. And the first up bounties land some melees and land upon a blow on your opponent who just defeated one of your teammates. So go and get your teammates back and defeat 3 opponents in the Crucible without dying. That's fairly simple. And rapidly defeat 2 opponents You could definitely do that with a super. So very easy bounties today, the reset day, Tuesday. Hey Banshee, let's see what you got for us this week, Ban. First up, let's see, we have defeat targets with precision final blows on IO. Well, you're going to be there doing the Flashpoint, so make sure you pick up this bounty. And do some strikes, Gambit, and Crucible, which you're going to do anyway, so be sure to pick up the Gunsmith bounties. And to get some enhancement cores and mod components, calibrate some solar damage, and some rocket launcher damage, and some scout rifle calibration, which if you are going for the throwing knife, the Crucible pursuit weapon, I would pick all these up, which is, you know. And right here, remote connection, gain bonus super energy on sniper rifle kills. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna pick this up because it is definitely an awesome mod. It's a class item mod. Okay. Now let's head over to Lord Salad Bar, aka Lord Saladin, one of the Iron Wolves. Let's go see what he has for the Iron Banner, yeah? Alright, we're over here. It's always a good view, isn't it? Let's see what he got. First up, Oath of the Pack. Defeat opponents while assisted by at least one other teammate. And capture zones in the Iron Banner playlist. And defeat opponents with final blows from any weapon. You earn bonus progress for energy weapons, power weapons, and opponents with a higher power level. So again, if you didn't know, power level does count in Iron Banner, so whatever gear you're putting on, whatever weapons you're putting on, don't forget that part. Okay, and this is going to be fairly simple if you have the Recluse, of course. And the route, defeat opponents in Iron Banner, earn bonus progress by landing the final blow on opponents with a higher power level. And over here, for the Rust, opponents defeated, zone capture, and super final blows. Again, this is a another pursuit bounty. Let's look inside the preview tab and see what he has. Again, I think it's the same old weapons. I think that the Iron Banner definitely needs a revamp. The Iron Banner gear does look pretty sick this time around. So let me know what you guys think about this one. Over here at Core Array, the Warlock Vanguard. We are the Warlocks. This week, she has on all fronts, defeat enemies in Vanguard Strikes, and earn chests in the Vex offensive, and then defeat Vex using void abilities, which you should always do because Vex usually always have a void burn, and then defeat Vex with power weapons. Defeat Vex with void damage. Is that the same as the two? Like, oh, abilities and damage. Okay. And then defeat Fanatics in the Vex offensive. And go and get her weapons if you don't already have them, or to get different rolls if you want. Okay, so she has the hand cannon operative, which is great in Crucible. I have a really great roll for that. The Adherative, which is also a great pulse rifle. I've seen some recent reviews on that. The Imperative is an okay scout rifle if you ask me, and I haven't used this subjective yet. Submachine gun, I haven't used that yet, but I will test it out and let you guys know what I think of it. So let's move on to Hawthorne. Hey Hawthorne, how you doing? This week, she has Flock Prey, Pick Clean, defeat other guardians with your clanmates, assist her land final blows with clanmates in the Crucible, and complete any raid with clanmate and collective force, and complete a total victory challenge. Complete the Forever Fight challenge, and of course you can pick up some raid banners with Glimmer or legendary shards to go get your super and refill your ammo inside of raids or Vex offensives or Menagerie. And if you guys are looking to get your Gambit stuff done, this is what the Drifter has in store for us this week. On the Grind, Blockade, Fistful of Motes, Sun Charged, and Final Poly. And for Gambit Prime, Invader, Supercharged, Invader, Kill Them All, Collector, Bank Robber, Sentry, The Bouncer. And of course you can pick up all this other stuff. I already have the Breakneck, so I don't need to get it on my Warlock. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it for the October 15th weekly reset video. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, please leave them down below in the comment section. And if you like this video and you want to subscribe, feel free to do so. And just watching this video is good enough for me. So until I meet you again, if you ain't sinning, you ain't winning. Eyes up, Guardian, and I'll see you around there. If I see you in your Crucible, you better duck. Later, Guardians.